Hi guys, I just wanted to hop on here and record a quick video for you to get you up to speed for this week and moving forward in this class, since we will be online now for the remainder of the semester. So one important thing to note right off the bat is that the format of our class is going to be changing. So basically what I've decided to do, instead of having some sort of live video stream, instead I'm just going to be recording short videos for you guys and then posting them online, and you will be responsible for looking at those videos throughout the course of the week, and then there'll be a short quiz or short answer question on Friday that you guys will have to answer just to make sure that you are watching my videos and retaining that information. So I am going to be posting my lecture slides on a website called TechSmith Relay that you guys all have access to through the montana.edu website. So if you want to check that out, just go to montana.edu, then in the search bar just type in TechSmith Relay, and it will prompt you with a login page. The login for that website is just going to be your net ID and your password. So that's how we'll be doing our lectures moving forward. For our critiques and for turning in homework, some of you guys have already done this, which is great, but we're going to be using another website called box.com. And again, you can access that through montana.edu. Since both of these websites, box.com and TechSmith Relay, they function independently, but they have a partnership with Montana State. So it's important that you access them through the Montana State website, and that way you'll be able to log in, as opposed to just typing in box.com. Then it won't like your login credentials, so just make sure you're accessing them through montana.edu. So your assignments will be due, for my 213 students, your assignments are going to be due on Monday. We're just going to go ahead and keep that the same, since your assignments have always been due on Monday. So every Monday starting next week, you'll have an assignment due. There'll be a folder labeled Project 3. You will upload those files into there. I would love if you could change the file name to last name _ first name _ Project 3, and then you'll have to include like a 1 or image 1 or somewhere in there, since your computer won't let you save those files all under the same name. We will also be using box.com to do our critiques. So there's a comment function on box.com. So I can't see what it looks like from your guys' end. So if one of you could hop on there and see if you are able to comment on your classmates' work for me, that would be amazing. If you aren't able to comment, just let me know, and I'll go ahead and mess around with those settings that I have you guys on and see if I can get it at a point where you guys are able to comment on each other's work. But that's what we'll be doing our critiques for Project 3. So I'll be checking to make sure that you guys have all gone in and commented on each other's work, and made constructive criticism and given them good feedback moving forward. For our final critique, for our final project, the critique is going to be a little bit different, and I'll have more information for you guys about that as we get a little bit closer to that due date. Okay, what else? So things we're going to be covering this week in class. I know for a lot of you guys that this is going to be information that you already know. Just bear with me. I'm trying to just start at the beginning so that students that don't have as much experience, editing photos on the computer, taking digital images, things like that, those students won't feel like they don't understand what's going on. And for some of you that are a little bit more advanced at this, just bear with me and we'll get into more conceptual information next week and moving forward. So this week we're going to cover just really simple things like changing a file name, changing a file size in Photoshop or Lightroom, just kind of things of that nature, changing images to black and white. I've already uploaded a worksheet under the content section on D2L that goes over how to really easily change an image from color to black and white on an iPhone, as well as more kind of advanced editing things. And I've gotten a lot of questions about what sort of editing platforms you guys are allowed to use. Really, you can use anything that you have access to. Just keep in mind that it's not necessary. So I'm going to be grading your guys' work based off of things like composition and really basic things that any student can achieve regardless of what camera they're using. But if you do have programs like Photoshop or Lightroom, or even more simple editing programs on your phone, feel free to use all of those. I, again, am just going to be teaching, kind of the basics. All right, great. So again, like I mentioned, all of your guys' images will be due on Monday moving forward. I would love if all of those files could be in either JPEGs or PNGs. Really, we just need to keep those file sizes small so that they'll load and preview on each other's computers, and we're not waiting like 15 minutes for one of your guys' really large files to actually load on the box.com. So please just make sure that they're in JPEGs. I'm going to be doing a tutorial about how to change an image from a larger file format size into a JPEG in Photoshop, and I'll have that posted by the end of the day. Additionally, you can use a file format that is known as .png. That's just another kind of compressed file format that will happen if you take a screenshot or if you drag an image out of your email and then place it onto your desktop. It'll likely change it to a PNG file. That's totally fine as well. I just don't want any large file formats like PSD or TIFF or RAW files or anything like that. So if you have questions about how to do that after I've posted some information today, please go ahead and get in touch. For you guys, I am also going to be doing a tutorial about how to make a contact sheet. So I'm going to be doing that out of Photoshop. If you don't have access to Photoshop or you're not interested in downloading that from the montana.edu website, all MSU students do have free access to the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, so you can have Photoshop on your computers for free. But if that's not something that you're interested in doing, instead of making a contact sheet, I just ask that you include 10 outtakes from your project and add those in a separate folder in Box.com. And that way I'll be able to look through some of the other images that didn't make the cut for this assignment. Great. I'll also be doing a quick tutorial on changing images to black and white in Photoshop, just so you know how to do that and how to make very basic edits. So programs to familiarize yourself with, for this semester are obviously going to be Box.com. That's where we're uploading images and doing our critiques. TechSmith Relay is where you'll be watching my lecture videos starting today and answering questions on them. And then the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite is something to look into if you are interested in having Photoshop or Lightroom on your computer. And then again, access all of these through montana.edu. Some of these do have apps connected with them. So I know Box.com has an app, as well as Brightspace D2L has an app. So if you're interested in downloading those on your phone, that might help this make this transition a little bit easier for you guys as well. So I think that's all the information I have for you about this week. So I know that you guys probably have a lot of questions, or you're kind of at ends about what to do with your final projects, because I know for a lot of you, your themes or your concepts have kind of been upended. And, you know, obviously there was nothing that we could have done to anticipated this or predicted that this would have been the outcome for our semester. But really we just have to roll with it and make the best out of what we've got. So think about other type of project ideas that you could explore. You know, maybe exploring themes of isolation and what that means to you, or how you're kind of handling that. Or maybe it could be, you know, a small series about your family, or, you know, something like that. Just think about what you have access to and how you can make that work. You know, please keep in mind that if you were photographing other people, that it might be time to reconsider that prompt, just in the name of practicing social distancing and not putting other people at risk, just so you can go ahead and take their portrait. You know, proceed with caution, but if it's, you know, if you're with family members that you've been with this entire time, it's probably okay to take photos of them, but try not to, you know, go into other people's houses or invite other people into your houses or things like that. Please just be safe moving forward, and as always, get in touch if you have questions or if you're just not sure what to do about a final project anymore. We can definitely brainstorm some ideas that will make the most of what you have access to. So I hope you guys are hanging in there, and please just get in touch. You know, send me an email. Please be in touch. We can FaceTime. We can call on the phone if you've got longer questions to talk about. I really want to make sure you guys know that I am available. I'm stuck at home. I'm very bored. So please send me emails. I would love to get in touch. I would love to see photographs that you're working on. Really, whatever you guys need, I want to be able to provide that for you. So I hope you guys have a great week, and check out that TechSmith Relay website throughout the course of the week to look over the lecture materials. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.